everybody, and warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I hope you're all doing great, and I'm very happy to see you here. Today's video will be a prediction video for the country of the Philippines. And it will be a prediction video for approximately 6 months ahead. But please don't get stuck on that time frame, because things may occur later than the 6 months. And it goes for all of my prediction for different country videos. Since time is very difficult to predict on, and especially when a vision or some message is very strong, things can occur a little bit later, but sometimes it can come sooner than expected also. But it's always an approximate. Well, about the Philippines. Philippines is a beautiful island country that consists of more than 7,600 islands. And it lays in the Southeast Asia, just below Taiwan, above Malaysia. And it's a very, very, very rich country in culture and traditions. And they have a very big diversity of different cultures in the Philippines. Unfortunately for Philippines and in many, many countries, they have been colonized by the Spanish, by the United States. And you know, when the West colonize a country, they suck as much as they can out of it and pretend they made a good deed. And the same goes for the Philippines. But still, they have a lot of different tribes and groups of people that have stayed to their original traditions and not get too much influenced by the West. When Philippines have also have their dictatorship, and lately they have also had very strict rules against drugs and drug users, and could be good, could be bad, depends on which side of the drugs you stand on. But it has been quite, I say, harsh. And drugs are not good for anyone, really, so one can understand. But anyway, the people had not so much to say in it. And also Philippines, even if it's a very beautiful country, have been also a victim for a lot of child and trafficking and things like that. And a lot of children have been extremely used in this horrible practice, and mainly by people from the West. Yeah. In spite of that, it's an extremely beautiful country, beautiful beaches, and loving and caring, warm people. And I'm gonna look into the Philippines a little bit to see if there are any big events coming up for this 6 months ahead. And to do so, I'm going to use my crystal ball, some tarot cards, they are here, some oracle cards, and some dice. But before we begin, I just need to make a short explanation for those who are new to readings with crystal ball. I'm going to use a quartz crystal ball, and quartz crystals are very good conductors of energy. They catch the energy that is already there in the universe, transform it and transmit it to me, the receiver, and I can receive a message or information as something I see, hear, feel, taste, or smell. So whatever information comes to me, I will tell it further to you. But before we begin, I also need to concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball and ask the powers, the forces, to be with us so we can get as good and accurate information as possible. So So please give me a moment and soon we begin. For the Philippines. The US has still not lost their grip of the Philippines, and since we are living in high tension times at the moment, conflicts and war, rumors of war everywhere, and especially now when the Chinese Sea is very it's unrestful, with a threat of war between Taiwan and China. And the US, of course, want to have a piece of that cake too. And yeah. And I see here that troops will be sent to the Philippines because of the tension in that region at the moment. And I see also the people in the Philippines, they will not like it, since they had 1946 US left the country, you can say, and they want to be independent. And they don't want to be dragged into another war that the states are provoking. And there will be some tensions in the Philippines around that. A lot of different voices will be heard, pro and against. Even if I see some kind of military presence in the Philippines, I don't see that military presence really engage in any direct war. The present leader of the Philippines, I say that he will be exchanged to someone else. And that will be, if it's not this year, probably next year. And the exploitation of the little ones will be taken much more serious in close future. Very strict laws against exploitation of little ones will be put in practice with even death penalties. And it doesn't matter if it's someone from the Philippines or if it's a tourist or someone from another country that doing this. So it will be dealt with very, very strict penalties. Philippines also a region that often have earthquakes and typhoons and really, really bad weather. I see like 2 typhoons or hurricanes coming in to Philippines and it could be before summer. Yeah, and also during summer, I see like they are close to each other. First come one, and then one a couple of weeks later come the next ones. And the people will, a lot of people unfortunately can lose their homes due to this. Mm. And also some ship from the United States could sink somewhere outside the Philippines. And that is not due to any attack. Could be a very, very bad weather or something else that provokes it. Some kind of independent news station will be born in the Philippines. And I see different kind of news stations, one big closed, another an independent, that is not ruled by any, it's not dictated what they have to say. So it's really independent, and the news that will be published in this news station will be the real news. And it seems like more and more there will be some kind of alliance between Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam. Those countries in that region would like to stick more together and help each other and try to cut out the West as much as possible. Since the West have done a lot of damage in those countries. It could even be that it will be public executions of child molesters. It's quite sad to see. If you have a country in Southeast Asia that is thousands of miles away from Spain, from the States, and you see the architecture, it's Spanish architecture, West architecture. It really doesn't belong in Southeast Asia. And it's claiming like there is their own, it's very much influenced by colonial states. And it looks like the Philippines would like to regain their own traditions, their own culture. And I see in the future more and more they say they push away the Western and they will begin to build houses and other places, like official places, in more traditional style. And also the religions that the West pushed on the Philippines will diminish, and more traditional belief systems will have a rebirth. There is a warning though. On the northern part of Philippines, in the oceans northeast, somewhere there, I see a big explosion deep down in the water. And this explosion could cause an earthquake or even a tsunami. And that could be because the Philippines will choose maybe to be more independent from the West, or will try to get more of their own laws to protect the vulnerable citizens. The good thing in this bad news could be that the explosion was meant to be much larger, but it was contained and it didn't blow up as much as they wanted from start. In the future, there will also be stricter rules who may enter into Philippines and who may not. Tourists are welcome if their intentions are good. And it will be almost like if you want to visit the Philippines, you will have to show some kind of paper or record that you have not been punished before in some heavy crimes. Yeah. Well, that's what I could see in my crystal ball. Let's continue to the cards. If we can get some additional information about the Philippines. It will be discovered that two big corporations in the States are connected in some kind of trafficking from the Philippines. And that will be revealed and dealt with very strongly. Let's see, some additional information for the beautiful country of the Philippines. And some dice. What do they say here? We have the sun. You deserve love. Mason. The world. Finger. Yeah, it's a very sunny country, and it's warm and humid and with beautiful beaches and tropical climate. The Philippines would like to rebuild the country in their own way. It looks like they're gonna turn the back a little bit to the rest of the world for a while and try to go their own way. And they will show the finger, you have done this, you have done this, and you have done this. As I said, there will be new laws, justice laws, and that will worry many that have not clean attentions to go why they go to the Philippines. And they will be afraid to go there, and with good reasons. Doesn't matter where you hurt a child. You should not be able to escape from that. Yeah. And it looks like the economy of the Philippines will rise. They will be able to make more money, save more money, and different kind of economy, since they will choose another way, different kind of alliances. And more, as I said, more and more turn the back on the West. Let's take some more cards on the Philippines. Is there anything more to be said? Is there anything more to be said about the Philippines? I get a strong feeling that they will start to grow some new kind of crop, and the fibers from this plant can be used in building materials, in clothing, and it's very recyclable and very organic. And this new plant, it's not new, but it will be grown more, is also very, very beneficial for the soil, for the air. You can even eat parts of that plant, and it will help the Philippine people in many, many ways. Could even be, I see almost all houses in the Philippines with free electricity, light bulbs, it's light and shining, and all the poor houses have electricity, and the standard of living will start to grow, and a lot of poverty will disappear, and it looks like it's beginning to disappear. It will begin to disappear in quite close future. Some additional information for the Philippines. As I said, yeah, the economy will grow. We have 10 of coins in the center. We have the sun, we have the emperor. And what will happen, and we also have the little ones here. It looks like the little ones will rise in importance. And they will cherish the little ones more. And as I said, the trafficking with the little ones will stop, and there will be very, very harsh punishment. And they will be more protected than ever been before. Yeah. So let's take some last cards for the country of the Philippines. Some last cards for the country of the Philippines. Yeah. The Philippines will be less and less dependent on the West. We have the devil here, and it will be difficult for the negative, the evil energy to have their grip on the Philippines. They will try, but they will not succeed. A lot of whistleblowers and things that are not right, or things that have been lied about, will come up. And a lot of female whistleblowers. Yeah. And especially who had done what to the little ones, and who have earned money. As I said, 2 big companies in the States will be like you say, will be discovered or will be dealt with. Yeah. Some less words. I'm gonna take some less cards for Philippines. Some 3 less words. Yeah, we have the devil again. So the evil forces that have made a lot of money in the Philippines will not be able to continue there anymore. They will be thrown out and dealt with. And after that, it looks like the Philippines will blossom so much. Yeah. A lot of poverty will disappear. And I see free schools for everyone, and happy faces. But still, during this period, this year, could be quite turbulent, since I say worship and I say provocations, from the West. But I don't see like a full-blown war. It's more like big provocations, and worship goes down. Well, that was what I could see for the beautiful country of the Philippines. And to all of you warm-hearted, lovely and caring Philippine people, take care of each other, take care of your little ones, and stay safe, and your country will blossom. and it will be your country, not a proxy state to someone else. And for the rest of you viewers, I want to thank you so much for watching, and if you have liked what you have seen and heard, please don't forget to press like button, subscription button and share button. And hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.